Hello and welcome to the JJB Stadium for this Good Friday clash, as always, between the St Helens and the Wigan Warriors. It's going to be a great battle here this afternoon on Good Friday, like I say, as these two teams meet for the second time this year. First time the St Helens beat them in the Challenge Cup, but this time Wigan are looking for revenge. Let's quickly run through the teams for you. For the Wigan Warriors, Radlinski at fullback, Dallas, Renouf, Hodgson and Johnson make up the three quarters. Johns and Lamb are half-back. Front three of O'Connor, Newton and Cowie, Betts and Ferner in the second row, and Farrell at loose forward. Substitutes Harvey Howard, Cassidy, Smith and Davis. And for the St Helens today, Wellens at fullback, Hall, Iro, Newlove and Sullivan make up the three quarters. Sculthorpe at standoff with Sean Long, Fairley, Cunningham and Nicholl are the front three. Yonkers and Shields second row, with Joint at loose forward. On the bench, Metaltius, Stankovic, Tony Stewart and Dwayne West. Well, it all looks to be going towards a massive game now. What with Bradford losing yesterday, Wigan at the top of the table and wanting to keep their position there. And what better game to start this Easter weekend off than Wigan versus St Helens, as the Wigan side take to the field. Massive crowd here at the JJB to witness this game today. Wigan taking the field, and just listen to that crowd right behind them. Biggest game of the season so far for both sides. Wigan be looking to get one over on the old rivals St Helens. Proved to be their bogey side last season, beating them 3 or 4 times last season, and particularly in the grand final. Wigan will be wanting to get revenge for that and the Challenge Cup beating they took. Massive sound here at the JJB Stadium, though. St Helens look to kick off. Wigan will take first receiving of the ball. You're listening here with Micron Video. I'm Matt Fielding. I'm here today, as ever, with Ron Hoof. It's going to be a big game, Ron.
It certainly is. There's nothing like the old Wigan Saints derby. The biggest tie in Super League, the biggest derby. There's nothing else like it. Saints get the game underway. Warriors first to receive.
And Cowie driving straight into the chest of Cunningham. Very interesting battle in the forwards today. Wigan with Farrell now looking to punch a hole into the Saints defence. If he's just looking for a clean set of 6 and then a good kick. This is Ferner. Gets the ball alive. Onto Dennis Betts, but he runs back into that big pack of St Helens forwards, knocking him to the ground. Newton a dummy half. Onto Ferner again. Ferner looking to break his way through the line. This is the 5th tackle now for Wigan. Ball's back in the hands of Lamb. That's going to be an interesting confrontation between Lamb and Long today, isn't it?
It certainly is, and obviously won a mission. Tommy Martin out injured. Sean Hoppy still out injured. The ball goes dead. Saints will restart from a tap from the centre of the 20. Wigan unbeaten in Super League. Saints 1 defeat, the opening game against Bradford. This is the first part of the Easter programme. Obviously Wigan and Saints today. Bradford for Wigan on Easter Monday. Saints have Hull at home. They're the only other unbeaten side, but they do have a draw. They're obviously not 100%. But it now goes out to Iro, former Wigan favourite, well wrapped up. Renouf wraps him up. Hodgson quickly in on Steve Hall. Gary Connolly still out for the Warriors. Last one of the sequence. Sculthorpe in at standoff. Played well there, puts it downfield. Radlinski comes away with it.
Fair kick and chase there by St Helens. Dallas will pick up. Not seeing that much of Brett Dallas. He's not really been given the chance to stretch his legs. We've not seen him in an open space so far this season, really. Good winger centre pairing with him and Paul Johnson. Johnson back for injury. It's great to see. Wigan spreading it wide. Not the best of passes, but Renouf picks it up. Steps back on the inside. Johns at dummy half. We need a big game from Johns today. He's not really shone so far for the Warriors. But then we were saying that about Steve Renouf this time last year. And he went on to have a fantastic season for the Warriors, and long may it continue this season. Johns then, little kick through. trying to turn Steve Hall around. They're focusing at him. The ball's come off his arm. The referee says play on though. Lucky for Steve Hall that time. Took his eyes off the ball. But a good kick and chase by Wigan that time.
Yes, by the look of that, I think Saints were lucky to get away with that. The way Hall was facing and it hit his body, but the referee, he's in charge and that's it. Saints coming away with it. Easter greetings to all our viewers. Don't forget you're with Micron Video, bringing you all the action. Kevin Iro into space. Support inside, Saints have it. It touched Farrell, that's back to 6. Back to 0. Iro tried to force it out. Hall came in fielder. Farrell got in between them. Now it's Peter Shields. He gets the ball away. Lovely ball to David Furley. Yonkers. Pirouette. Takes the tackle. Good play by the Saints. Putting the ball out. Both these sides, super sides, can produce extra super qualities in the Super League. We're only nearly 4 minutes into the game and it started off at a pace. Newlove, after Joint had released him in field. Saints again, looking to spread it along the line. Sculthorpe, drop off ball there. Yonkers, well taken. Inside the 20, last one of the sequence. Will it go for the corner? Long, dabs it through. Awkward bouncing ball, well taken by Dallas. And Dallas nearly forced in the end goal area. Good kick through. Super take by Dallas, Matt.
It was a tough one, that one. We saw him make a mistake last week against Halifax. Gifted Halifax a try. He'll have been concentrating all the way that time. Picked it up cleanly around his ankles. Did well to stay in the field of play with 3 St Helens defenders tackling him, trying to force him back. But a good start for St Helens, and Wigan will have to try and pick the game up. Barrow will be looking to cut back inside, run straight into Iro. Must be like hitting a brick wall, that. Lamb goes for the 40-20. He's trying to turn Hall around there, aiming for Steve Hall at the moment. Obviously see him as the weak link in the St Helens side. He keeps it alive to Wellens.
Yes, tackling, defence is going to be paramount today, Matt. There's no danger about that. As I said, you with Micron Video, my name's Ron Hoof. Matt Fielding as well, bringing you all the action from today's top of the table clash. Yonkers. Saints throwing it about, trying to catch Wigan off guard. Both sides hyped up. David Furley drives it downfield. Shields back after being wazzocked by McDermott. Long ball. Wellens in there. Renouf in for the tackle. Good tackle. Last one of the sequence. No score. 6 minutes gone. Long dabs it through. Radlinski again comes across. Iro brings him to a halt.
Perfect positioning there by Radlinski for the kick. Sean Long pulling out another kick from his bag of tricks. A little dink over this time, but Radlinski positioned himself well for it. O'Connor this time. Good yards that time by O'Connor. Newton at dummy half onto Johns. Johns flicks it out wide to Ferner. Ferner with the long ball out to Dallas. Dallas straightens the attack up. Manages to nearly break through the first tackle. Lamb again. The dink over once again to Steve Hall's wing. Turning him right round. A good chase by Wigan. 4 men up in defence. Hall's got time to find out which way he wants to attack. But good defence that time by Wigan.
Yes, it's a little slow getting back there. And obviously Hall, they've targeted his wing. But no problems yet. Now the left wing man, Sullivan, coming away in a testimonial season at St Helens. Yonkers. Up to the 30. Cunningham breaks away. The referee pegs Wigan for offside. Cunningham tried to play it quickly, knocked the ball forward. Tried to catch Wigan off guard, Matt. And a rare error from Cunningham, but obviously gives Wigan back the advantage.
That's right, he'd done the right thing. He spotted that the man marker was not standing square to play the ball, caught him offside, Short bob pass there to Renouf. But Cunningham just getting a bit excited, taking his eyes off the ball, and forgetting to catch it once he tapped it. O'Connor now, Wigan seems to have got a head of steam up. Great drive by O'Connor. Leads the league in metres gained. And a great tackle that time. Ball and all tackle. Wigan shifting it to the left. Lamb's nearly through. He's tried to keep the ball alive in an impossible position. And the referee's he's blown his whistle. He's given the scrum to Wigan, saying it was knocked on that time. Lamb went down, tried to offload it. It came off one of the Saints players. The referees deemed it to have gone forward. So Wigan have got a great position now. 10 metres away from the Saints line. Scrum down there, head and feed. Lamb out wide to Johns. Johns will have a go himself. Good tackle though by Wellens. Up quickly on him. And here comes Ferner now, taking on Nicol. He's got past the first man. Strength that time. A great acquisition from the Canberra Raiders side. David Ferner, good pick up there by Cowie. Straightening up. Trying to get his way through. Quick play the ball. Newton tries to go himself, but there's no way through. Farrell at dummy half. He's going to go himself, Farrell. But once again, Saints picked it out. He dummied to the left-hand side, then went right. Fifth tackle now for Wigan. They've got to produce something now. It's with Johns. Johns with a little dab through. In goes Renouf, but a good pick up there. Fantastic pick up by Wellens. Great positioning that time, Rob.
He certainly did. He went down bravely on it, didn't he? But what defence by the Saints. Defence that wins your matches, and with no score yet, we've had 10 minutes of pulsating action. Cunningham away again, quickly. Cunningham in the clear. Radlinski, what a tackle. Super tackle by Radlinski on Cunningham. And it needed to be as well. Saints has breaded it. They're loaded on that side. On the left side as Long takes the tackle. Wigan moving in quickly. Yonkers breaks away. Unloads it. Saints managed to pick it up. The last one of the sequence. Joint did well. Went down on it well there. Long puts a testing kick. Hodgson's underneath it. Takes it cleanly. Well taken.
Loads of time for Hodgson. He stepped inside as well. Heads for the big forwards of St Helens. Fantastic little run that time. And now Renouf. St Helens slow to get back to 10, and the referee's got them for it. Wigan looking to clear the lines of Farrell. It's going to be end-to-end stuff this game all the way through. I can see it now. O'Connor. There's always plenty of action when these two teams meet. The ball's come loose, but it's been stolen. Penalty will go Wigan's way. Farrell will clear the lines again. Extra few metres upfield. Another set of 6 for Wigan now. O'Connor again with the first drive. Newton a dummy half then. Johns will be first receiver. He's got Cowie on his shoulder. Like I say, vital importance for Wigan this game. They're already top of the league with Bradford losing yesterday to Wakefield. There's the ball to Farrell. Farrell looks to try and get through. Quick play the ball to Newton. He keeps it alive to Renouf. Renouf's head down. Couldn't quite get over the line. He's held up short. Great defence by Saints. The ball, they've got men on the overlap now, but they've given it away to Newlove. Newlove, has he got the pace? He's given it Sullivan, who definitely has. Dallas is chasing back. Dallas will catch him. Great chase back by Dallas. The crowd get behind him.
Yeah, try saving tackle. What a run by Sullivan. Saints are loaded. Joint. Oh, he gets it to Long. Long finishes off under the sticks. 12 minutes gone. And pick the balls out of that, you pie eaters. Super stuff by the Saints. Breaking out from in their own half. Virtually 80 metres. Wigan were trying to spread it. Newlove intercepted it. Sullivan on the inside, but what cover! Was it Dallas that got back to him? He came across a superb tackle, held the man down, quick play the ball, onto joint. In support was Sean Long, behind the sticks. That's 6 points for the Saints, isn't it?
That's right, Ron. Wigan had loaded that right-hand side. Lamb trying to find the ball over to them, but Newlove perfectly positioned. Had he missed that, Wigan have been in for a certain try, I'm sure. Vital intercept by Newlove. And the added extras there by Long. 6-0 to the St Helens side. All 6 points scored by Sean Long then. And Wigan are going to have to come back quickly. They can't let St Helens keep running away with it.
Well, anything can happen yet. I mean, there's no panic setting in whatsoever. We've had 14 minutes. It took 14 minutes for the first score. The game's been played at a frantic pace. Saints' defence obviously has been tested more than the Wigan defence has been tested. And obviously Saints with the psychological 6-point advantage there. Sean Long converting it. Sonny Nicol into the Wigan defence again. They'll not change the pattern. They both obviously got the game strategy and they know what's going on. But there you can see the pace of Dallas, and obviously Saints will know they can't give him any leeway. Peter Shields, Cunningham at dummy half. Offers it to the right, takes it to the left. Sculthorpe, who's been playing out of his skin since he came back. A broken jaw against the Pie Eaters in the Cup at Nosey Road. Sullivan took it well there, a long floated ball, my word, wasn't it? And he did well to take it. He just took a knock. Joint breaks through, Joint chips it downfield. Radlinski stops it. Saints move in for the tackle. And Long first in, and then he's finished up.
A good break that time by Joint. Little half break. Dallas picking up, but Long's all over him. Then in came Fairley to finish the job off. Renouf now, big tackling in by Cunningham. And like Ron said, Wigan can't panic. There's no need to panic. Only 6 points. They need to keep to the game plan. Nothing silly, no silly passes. Wigan struggling to get out their own 30-metre area. The ball will go to Radlinski. There's the kick. Put down, good kick behind Sullivan.
Yeah, it looks as though he's struggling a bit, Anthony Sullivan. Obviously either twisted his leg or whatever in the tackle. Wellens coming away with it. Looking for the chink in the armour. Wellens again. Past the first line of defence. The second phase with Farrell comes in. And Newton. Fairley. Into Wigan territory. Saints, Super League and World Champions, lead by 6 points to 0. The Good Friday Derby, 16 minutes gone. Nicol, running crossfield, looking for the opening. Nicol again. The big forward drives it up. Cunningham, centre field, it's with Long. Opposite, then gets it away. Radlinski well positioned again, no problem. He attacks the Saints defence now.
He's found his way around the first man Iro, but Hall came in off his wing and put him down. Hodgson this time will look to make a little bit of ground. Newton picks up onto O'Connor. Keeps the ball alive. Lamb wasn't expecting that one. He'll have to go himself. One or two of the Wigan heads look to be not screwed on early on in this game. Werner, he keeps the ball alive. Dennis Betts looking for some men running across. He's got Johns in support. Now they cross the halfway line. And Wigan looking short of ideas at the moment. Farrell straightens up, there's a hole created, but it's soon closed down. Fifth tackle now for Wigan. Not the best set of sixes. It's got to be a good kick. A high bomb. Testing Wellens. Out goes Johnson for it as well, but Wellens takes it cleanly.
No problem for the England international. Took it well. Wellens are trying to break away. 6-0 in favour of the Saints. Sculthorpe turning in the tackle, gets it away. Wellens is there again, backing up. He's just short of the halfway line. Bitterly cool earlier on. It's warmed up now, and they'll be warm on the pitch. Sun trying to break through as Long's tackled. Last one of the sequence. Newlove looking to round his man, gets the ball away. Saints keep it alive. Sean Long gets the kick, centre field. We're going to have the possession.
Great tackle. Spearhead though. Lifted the feet off the ground. Hodgson's alright for it though. Nothing intentional, I don't think. So St Helens given away silly possession. There's a kick by Farrell. Wigan struggling to get through this tight St Helens defence at the moment. The Wigan defence is tight as well, but St Helens are managing to free the ball carrying arm and keep it alive. This is Cowie, good strong drive by Cowie. Newton out to Lamb. Lamb bringing Betts back on the inside. Lamb again. Ball out wide to Ferner. Ferner throws a dummy! Ferner's nearly through, manages to keep his balance for a while. Well, an important little hand in there on it. Tap tackling Ferner over. Long ball out wide to Renouf. Renouf tries to get his way around. Good handoff, but Long manages to bring him down. Hodgson, ball out to Johns. Johns with a little dab through, aiming for the posts. The ball, Radlinski's over it! Radlinski could have the try. He chased the kick all the way. The referee will go for the screen. A fantastic little kick through by Johns, aiming for the post. I think the Saints players had fallen asleep thinking that it was too much on it. Radlinski managed to chase through. Be checking to see whether Radlinski's onside. And then to see the ground in as well. Johns is on the line, just over the line as he kicked it. I think it's going to be marginal. If they okay the offside, they've got to check whether Radlinski grounded it in the field of play. He certainly did that. Managed to get it down just before he sailed out. This will be an important score for the Wigan side. Radlinski's been playing his socks off in the first 20 minutes. A couple of massive hits. And the video referee's given the try to Wigan. Fantastic break for this Wigan outfit. You can say. And the kick by Farrell's put over as well, 6-all. A superb kick, but it looked like some of the Saints players fell asleep when he put the kick through on.
Well, they did in one degree. It looks as though it was going to go dead. Obviously, Radlinski, plan move. The ball was angled. It looks as though it was going to aim for the post, the padding, but it missed it. And Radlinski was quick to respond to the kick. An excellent try. Obviously, there you've got to take your chances. Try what you can. He followed it up, and there you go. Renouf scored a similar one there. I think it was last year in one of the games we had, where he followed it up and just touched it down. Saints have to kick off, all level, 6 points apiece.
Good take by that try scorer, Radlinski. Renouf now to Cowie. For a few yards. Hopefully this can lift the Wigan side. Farrell, the captain, taking on Chris Joint. Johns runs in front of Ferner. Ferner tries to get the ball away. Lamb manages to dive on it. Wigan trying to keep the ball alive. Farrell again. Long ball out to Renouf. Renouf's got Long all over him. Tries to pick the ball out. And he's spilled it, Nairo's come up with possession.
Yeah, no need for that, Matt, forcing the pass, and obviously he came up with the error. Steve Hall there, nearly getting wazzocked by Newton. Not known for his finesse in the tackle, we hasten to add. Sonny Nicol takes the possession up. Wigan come in quickly now. Saints move it to the right. David Furley. Now Peter Shields. Taken straight away. Renouf moved in exceedingly quickly. Nicol. Well, all these party eaters keep shouting for a forward pass. I don't know. I mean, there's no wrong with him at all. Long, along the line. Sculthorpe. Wellens. Oh, super tackle. Brett Dallas. Super tackle on Wellens. As he had to pass it straight away. It was a case of catching the ball, putting it out straight away. Wellens thought the ball had gone in touch off Dallas. The referee has other ideas. Head and feet to Wigan.
Well, what a hit there by Dallas. It's something that can really turn a game around. A play like that, just watched it all the way, knew Wellens was going to receive the ball. Certainly done his homework as John steps inside the first tackler. And here's Farrell again, seeing a lot of the ball in midfield. Renouf trying to make his way around Long and Iro. Good strength by him. Now Betts will look to straighten the attack up, bring it infield. Johns will be first receiver. It's the first substitution for Wigan's made. Harvey Howard on. High shot there on Radlinski. The referee's got a foul. He was looking for advantage. It's well played by the referee that time. He saw that the shot went in high. There's nothing intentional. Or maybe there was. I've just seen the replay. Sonny Nicol that time with the high swinging arm. Clobbing him right round the chin. And Nichols coming off. And if they thought that shot wasn't bad enough, on comes Matautia. And I tell you what, Ron, if they thought that shot from Nicol wasn't bad enough, they brought Matautia on to finish the job, I think.
No comment. But it's Wigan's penalty. Obviously, the tackle there a little high. I heard you say it didn't look, there was nothing in it. It didn't look as though there was anything in it. Obviously, as we look at the replay, and it looked a bit more in it. But a chance now, obviously, for Wigan to take the lead straight in front. I think it's a town hall job again, but I'll pass this time.
There's the kick from Farrell. It looks good, and it is good, straight between the posts. Normally he would have punted the ball out into touch, gaining more yards. Radlinski on to Harvey Howard now, his first drive. It's been impressive with some of his running that he's brought over from the Brisbane Broncos. Certainly has learnt a lot, Harvey Howard. Lamb out to Farrell. Farrell steps inside Iro. And O'Connor now. Bounces off the first tackle. Newton knocks on though. Wasn't expecting the pass, I don't think. And they've gifted St Helens great position on the field.
And just as Saints did earlier on when they gave Wigan the penalty, now Saints with head and feet at the scrum have got to make it count and turn it into points. Long from the base of the scrum, Matautia right in at the action, plays it quickly. Saints move it left. Joint looking to draw the Wigan defence in. 20 metres out. 8 points to 6 in favour of Wigan. They took the lead for the first time just a minute ago. That Farrell penalty goal. Saints again pressing. Now the ball will be right across to the right. Long. Sculthorpe. Good tackle. Super tackle. Johns and Lamb. Now it's Peter Shields. Turns it back. Gives it to Sean Long. Well, a bit of a no kick there. I think Saints just lost the plot. Shields with the ball. He turned it back, and Long just kicked it dead.
Well, we were talking earlier on about the not having Tommy Martin in the side, and even though Sculthorpe's playing as well as he is, you still miss that bit of inventiveness when Martin's on the field. They're limited to really one kicker. Alright, Sculthorpe can do a bit of kicking, but you do miss that little bit, that extra attack that Martin produces, and also the gameplay that he brings to the side, but I don't mind. Newton now. Farrell bringing Renouf back on the inside. I think that's known as a bulldog in wrestling, that one. Wigan keeping the ball alive. It's that right hand side. This time it wasn't intercepted. Treading on thin ice with that one. And there's a kick high by Johns. A little bit too much on it. Steve Hall catches it cleanly though and steps back inside. But too much on the kick from Johns though, but the right idea.
Yeah, well covered there by Steve Hall. Wellens was coming in. Hall said it's mine and there's no problem. He takes him well. And that'll only boost his confidence, won't it? David Furley. Harvey Howard and Newton in with the tackle. Cunningham drops it off. Matautia comes through. Both sides are tackling out of the skin as Cunningham tries to beat the offside trap and does so well. Last one of the sequence now. Matautia acting half, gives it to Long. Long dabs it for touch. And Wigan let it run in. It's going to be a scrum, head and feed obviously to Wigan on the 10 metre line. 20 metres in. Half an hour of the game gone, just coming up to the half hour. 8 points to the Warriors, 6 to the Saints. Great game, Matt, isn't it?
It certainly is, Ron. It's everything we expected. It always is on this Good Friday clash between these two sides. Two of the best sides in world rugby, I believe. Saints have already proved that, and if Wigan can do one on Saints, then I'm sure that they'll agree with me. Baldinski picks up from the dummy half. Gets a few extra yards. Wigan have managed to keep Cunningham relatively quiet so far in this game, but he's just shown a few flashes of brilliance picking the ball up from dummy half and making one or two of those breaks. We're going to keep their eyes open on that one. So Harvey Howard makes vital yards forward. Johns then straightens the attack up. Good tackle by Cunningham. 5th tackle now for Wigan. Lamb sets himself for the kick. He's going to dab this one over behind the head of Sullivan. He's put some backspin on it, so we'll stand up in the field of play. It's a great kick. Now if Dallas can chase him back, Sullivan does well to stay in the field of play.
Yes, a well-angled kick, an awkward bouncing ball. Sullivan did well. Now Wellens, I think it is Wellens that has it. And the Wigan defence coming in. Sculthorpe breaking away. Cunningham at dummy half. Saints again, driving away, clearing the line as quickly as they can. Peter Shields. Sonny Nicol looking to come back on. A blood-bin substitution with Matautia, and Long puts it high. Dallas will get it. Well, he's letting it run. Saints are coming up. He's going to have to try and beat the Saints.
He knew he had time on the ball then. Just waited for it to bounce kindly so he didn't drop it, I suppose. Newton picks up from dummy half and straight at Yonkers. Werner spills the ball. Matautia. Well, Wigan need to cut out some of these silly mistakes that they're making.
Yes, solid tackling forced the mistake. It squirted up. Sullivan has it now. Matautia is looking to be brought back off now as Nicol waiting to get back on, and here's Matautia making his way. Long offers the ball. Long looking through. Iro the beast. Iro scores in the corner when Saints were virtually down to 12 men because the substitution was being made, but it didn't matter. Long, the creator, gave it to the beast, and the beast did the business. Matautia come right back on as David Furley has been replaced, and Sean Long looking for these two valuable extras. Long with the conversion, it's a pearler! What a kick by Long! Superb conversion! Two more valuable points. Makes it 12 points to 8 to the visitors.
Substitution for St. Helens replacing number 10 David Furley with number 16 Milan Matautia.
Super conversion there, and obviously Saints hitting back well. Wigan caught off guard. Wigan restart, Saints come away with it. Sonny Nicol back on, patched up. Nip and tuck. A great game, and obviously the result here, Saints need the 2 points. Well, both sides need the 2 points, don't they? The results last night, Bradford getting beat by Wakefield, and obviously Leeds, who are they're not much cop Leeds. You're talking about the best talent at this side of the Pennines. We're not poncing about with these Yorkshiremen who think they've got the best teams, but they've got the majority of the sides over there of the Rugby Football League, whittling the Lancashire lot down, or trying to anyway. As Long puts a cross-field kick that curls back inside, and Dallas will have no problem in gathering it.
It's bounced up nicely for Dallas, and he's looking to run straight into all the Saints chasers. About 5 minutes left before half time, and Hodgson's away. He needs the support. He's got it to Radlinski. Him against Wellens now. Fantastic tackle back from Wellens. The Wigan need to keep this pressure on. Newton keeps it alive to Lamb. Onto Furner. And Saints have got back and reset the defence. But what a tackle by Wellens. Coming from that break, Hodgson couldn't quite get away. And it's what we need in the last 5 minutes. Try before half time. Fifth tackle now for Wigan. Farrell will have the kicking duties this time, slides it through. Hall picks up in his own goal. Dives to the floor. And Saints once again have stopped the attack from Wigan.
Yes, Wigan again putting the kick in, a lovely angled and weighted kick. And Hall come up with it now. There's going to be a break on the left. Joint comes back in field. Yonkers is there, attacked in half. Saints move it on the short side again. Newlove from Sculthorpe. Great tackle. Dallas in again. And Johnson. Cunningham turns it back, takes the tackle and turns it in field. Last one of this set for the Saints. Sean Long. 40-20 effort. Well, if it's going to run, Dallas picks it up. A few oohs and ahs there, Matt.
That's right. Dallas, I think, realising at the last minute that it could have been a 40-20. Had to pick himself up and collect the ball. 3 minutes to go for half-time. And Wigan looking to inject something into this game in those last 3 minutes. O'Connor with a good drive. Once again, St Helens have found a weakness with Wigan out in the centre areas. Radlinski looks to have picked up a bit of a knock. And a penalty given to Wigan. They've not got much time now. And a further 10 metres given. I think Sculthorpe opened his mouth and it wasn't required. Will Wigan go for the extra 2 points or they clear the lines? Farrell had to think about it. There's only 4 point gap between the two sides. But they think they can get the points before half time. They can go in at least level. Start from scratch in the second half. Here's Furner, who's looking to make up for that mistake, but he looks like he's going to be driven into touch. And he is. Well, perhaps Wigan would have been more wise to go for the 2 points. And a bit of extras between Sculthorpe and Furner. Furner not happy about being carried into touch, I don't think. And Saints have stopped the Wigan attack once again.
Yes, they have. Obviously, obviously you can say that with that in hindsight that Wigan should have took the 2 points. They thought they had Saints on the rack there. It was a good attacking position, let's face it. I think Saints would do the same. As you said, there's only 4 points in it. It's nothing at all. And another 42 minutes of pulsating high body contact sport to go between the two best sides in the Super League. Shields out to the back door, Hiro to Hall, and Matt said it was forward, and I think he has a case there because he leaned forward for it. Perhaps we're on about momentum rule, Matt. But there we go, the referee was well positioned, the touch judge obviously well positioned, and they didn't see it. And Matautia shoulder in on Radlinski it was. Cunningham, nickel on his right shoulder. Saints play it quickly, move it on the short side, Long dabs it for the corner. It's going to find touch, is it? It is. As Sullivan comes up, obviously he's run that injury off. We're talking about the last 50 seconds or so. Wigan had them feed at this scrum match, but I think the clock might just beat them. I can't see Wigan going the full length.
Well, strange things have happened, but I agree with you, I can't see him doing it myself. They'll just see this out and go and have a good half-time chat. We'll try and Dallas on that right-hand side, though. Long ball out wide to find Farrell, and again to Johns. Johns to Renouf. Renouf tries to go himself, gets the ball to Hodgson. Now what can Hodgson do? He's going to try and run at Wellens, and that'll be the last play of the game. Inventive stuff by Wigan at the last, but the hooter's gone for half-time. A good half, end-to-end stuff for both sides. The Saints coming out on top with that Long and Iro try. Wigan with the Radlinski try and the penalty from Farrell making the half-time score. 12 points to 8.
Back with you at the JJB. Warriors 8, Saints 12, Warriors to get us underway. If we get as good in this second 40 as we've had in the first, we will not grumble. And I'll not grumble as long as the Saints have the 4-point gap at the end. I'm sure Matt will have something to say about that. Cassidy on for bets at half-time. Cunningham at a dummy half. Matautia up to the 30, virtually. Gets the ball out to Cunningham. Good tackling again. He's felt the full force of that, as Cunningham. He's holding his jaw. Didn't look anything untoward in it, but Cunningham's not one to complain. Sculthorpe jabs it for the corner. Radlinski comes across, gets it well.
Radlinski, risky pass that time to Hodgson. I don't think Hodgson's too happy about it. We're going to make a quick play of the ball on because he's all over him. The referee, though, to be fair to him, has kept a good open flowing game this afternoon so far, particularly in the opening exchanges of the game. And Johnson, he's not seen much of the ball, Johnson. He's been mainly tackling this afternoon. Harvey Howard, big drive in there, takes 3 men to put him down. Innocuous play the ball, long ball out there to Johns. Johns finds Renouf. Passing's a bit behind them though, so they're catching it from a standing position. And we've dropped the ball again. And Saints will be able to have another attack at us now. Got to cut out these silly mistakes. I'm sure that's what Frank Endicott has been saying in the half-time break.
Yes, early days yet. It's Newlove. Great tackle there on Newlove. Harvey Howard quickly in. Yonkers. No way through. Matautia was trying to use him as the foil. He had to take the tackle. Newton, Cassidy. Peter Shields now. Lovely back drop-off ball to Iro. But the beast Still driving forward, 4 men to bring him down. Wigan made the mistake, can Saints capitalise on it? Sculthorpe offered the dummy, has to take the tackle. It's the last one of this set of 6. Sean Long attacked in half. Speculator, Newlove still going, puts it out to the back door to Sullivan. Sullivan puts a high one for the line. Radlinski chases it, he defuses the bomb, he did well. Wigan will restart with a tap from the centre of the 20.
Well, had the referee been looking the other way, he might have noticed the Saints player flicking the ball to the side. But lucky for Saints, he was making his own way back. It's this affinity that St Helens have got. They keep the ball alive at all times. It really is catching Wigan off guard. On comes Cowie, looks like O'Connor's picked up a bit of a knock. Lamb onto Howard. Howard straight into joint, looks to keep it alive himself. And Cowie's dropped it. The ball's been kept alive by Taltia. And Wigan coming up with another mistake.
Yeah, Matautia has it. Men to his right, he takes the tackle. Cowie lost it for Wigan. Sullivan has it now. Cunningham on the halfway line. 12 points to 8 the score, still the same as half time. 4 minutes gone in the second half. Long to Shields, Shields dumps it over the top to Sculthorpe. He saw a little gap, went for it. Wigan just look a little lax at present. Long, but Wigan penalised, not marking up correctly at the play of the ball. And the referee a little late with his decision. Matt, obviously the ball had come to Sean Long and he was well saved by Wigan, but the referee then decided that the Wigan players weren't marked up correctly. Long will have a go for goal. 30 metres out, more or less, well, just to the left of centre. Both sides with the wins last week. Obviously Saints beating Wakefield at Nosey Road 24-0, and Wigan beat Halifax 20 points to 10. 21,073 in today, a new JJB record. Long misses that one to give the Saints an extra couple of points, but they do get the ball back. Kicks what you think might be easy-ish. There's nothing easy, but obviously Long kicked one from the touchline before and missed that one in the middle of the field. But it's still Saints 12, Wigan Warriors 8. Chris Joint running out wide again. Lamb just brings him down. Newlove from the acting half position. Along the line, Saints are spreading it. Matautia up to the 30. Cunningham at dummy half. He wants a quick play of the ball. Now the darting run, sees the gap, went for it quickly, closed down by the Warriors. Last one of this sequence. Sculthorpe dabs it through. Sculthorpe chasing it. Sculthorpe has scored a try. The referee's going to the screen. Sculthorpe's got it. He's happy with it. He followed it up. Wigan didn't seem interested. Was the grounding good? No, he's lost it. We're looking at the big screen there, and Sculthorpe's lost the ball. That'll be a quick decision from the video ref. Obviously he followed it up, Matt. No way that's been touched down, is there?
It looks like he's popped out just before he got it. but it was his own mistake. There was no intervention by a Wigan player, so let's hope that's the scare that Wigan needed to spark them into life in the second half. They've given Saints the run of the possession so far, and they've been let off twice now, once with the long missed kick, and now with this, if it is being deemed as a no try. Hopefully Wigan can get some sort of severance of order into the game. And no tries given, the handover, it was on the 5th, and Wigan escaped from that one. It'll be the handover. And Wigan need to keep hold of this ball, keep some possession, and play some good rugby league football. Still 12 points to 8. Record JJB Stadium crowd here to witness it. And Wigan need to play their own game and not try and match Saints. Matauti are all over Cassidy. Lamb with a little pass onto Johns. Johns tries to keep the ball alive. Great little breakthrough. They look for a quick play of the ball. Farrell now picking up from dummy half. Straightens it up to the middle of the field. 5th tackle now for Wigan. Ball in the hands of Lamb. Lamb with a little dink through, making it stay up in the in-goal area, but it's just gone too far. Hodgson was chasing in. Just a little bit too much on that kick now, but hopefully that sparked Wigan into life. The Saints' possession with Sullivan.
Yeah, too much beef on it, and Sullivan coming through, relieving the pressure off the forwards. He's just been wazzocked in the corner, but quickly back into the action. Shields for the Saints. Well, that wasn't a correct play of the ball. The referee let it go. Iro up to the halfway line. Saints got away with it though. Whether there was a hand in off Wigan, we don't know, but the ball wasn't played correctly. Along the line, Sculthorpe, Yonkers, he straightens it up. Last one now. Furley back on, and Shields off. As the ball goes through, Wigan have the possession.
Radinski perfect in position again, fields that one. Dallas picks up, he'll have a run at Newlove. Joint and Newlove wrap him up, and then drop him down. Now Johnson picking up, running into Yonkers there. And the penalty's given, nickel line all over. They've been treading a thin line, both sides have. And the referee's finally blown his whistle for one of them. Could have gone to either side though. And a kick out from Lamb. Wigan will want something from this possession. They've been let off the hook. There's Howard, comes straight to Sculthorpe. And keeps his feet, does Howard. Newton out to Lamb. Lamb then on to Cowie. Cowie will run into Sonny Nicol. Quick play of the ball, keep it on this blind side. Lamb back on the inside is Johnson. Johnson! He's got his head towards the line. Johnson still going. So close, stopped on the line that time by St Helens. And Lamb feels a bad pass. And it looks like they've lost the momentum, Wigan. Cowie spinning in the tackle. Yonkers holding on to him for dear life. And Wigan that time, the fans getting behind the team. A better pass this time to Lamb. Johns out to Farrell, they've got numbers. Out to Renouf, Renouf's going to be in the corner. Try to Wigan, right in that corner. Fantastic move by that Wigan side. Get the ball out, they have numbers on that left hand side. And Renouf diving in the corner with the try. Johnson came so close on this right hand side. He's made his way through the St Helens team. Got stuck. Radinski goes over to congratulate Johnson on building that play. Then the ball was spread wide. They lost a bit of momentum when Cowie took the drive in, gaining the ground. It was all started from that Johnson run. He was so close, you're talking inches from the line. There's the kick. The Wigan fans have got their hands in the air. It's gone over. And Wigan take the lead by 2 points. And this game is most definitely back on. Wigan taking the lead again, 14 points to 12. and he couldn't ask for any more on a Friday game like this between these two sides, Rob.
Yeah, the commitment is tremendous. Both sides throwing the ball about. Great work by Wigan here. Johnson nearly scored in the corner, as you said, and then the Warriors moved it right along the line, drew the Saints in, and Renault finished off in the corner with only inches to spur. He touched it down, and then obviously he was forced into touch. Not a lot of room at all. As you said, game on, 2 points in the Warriors' favour. 14-12, 12 minutes gone of the second half.
Still a long, long way to go in this game yet. We know how dangerous Saints are. They don't know when to give up. And hopefully neither do this Wigan side. The long ball out to Renew. Renew trying to make his way through, tried to make the ball available for Hodgson, but couldn't quite get it out. The Saints defence set back again. Farrell keeping the ball alive, turning the tables on the St Helens side. Lamb has a swinging arm gone in there, swinging arm by Nicol again. Sometimes I think he just can't help himself. High ball up there, it's going to test Wellens. He's taken it cleanly and a good chase, but he's missed the tackle, and Wellens has come back into the field of play, runs straight to Harvey Howard, and a good fielding of that kick there by Wellens.
Yeah, no problem, fielded it well and made 20 metres to boot. No problem for Paul Wellens. Sculthorpe driving it up there. Peter Shields looking to be brought back on, and Furley being brought off. 53rd minute of the game. Furley off, Shields on. Matautier takes the tackle. Just over 30 metres out. Saints in possession. The last tackle, reverse angle kick from Sean Long, looking to hit the post. Saints were following it up, but the ball's gone dead. 20-metre tap restart. 14-12 to the Warriors.
Well, it looked then like Sean Long changed his mind halfway through kicking the ball. Looked like he was going to go for the corner, but changed his mind and just had the wrong sort of strength on the kick. The right idea though. Radlinski was positioned well. And Wigan, they'll want to get more and more points ahead of St Helens, because we all know how dangerous St Helens are. When there's only seconds left, as here comes Newton. If he'd have just looked, he had Lamb in support. They're keeping it alive though, Wigan. There's the kick from Farrell back on the reverse angle. Radlinski's chasing it, and he's got hold of Hall, and he's taking him out of the in-goal area. Fantastic kick and chase. You say some sort of pre-work move between Farrell and Radlinski. They work so well together with that kick and chase. Radlinski knows exactly where it's going to go. And once again, St Helens put on the rack, but never count them out. 25 minutes remaining. Only 2 points in this game. Couldn't get much closer than this. The drop kick from Long, straight down the throat of Lamb, who nutmegs himself. And Harvey Howell with the drive. Great meters gain. This Wigan machine starting to tick now. There's a shrug off by Cowie. Yonkers hit the deck. And now Wigan spreading it wide again. Johns out to Farrell. Farrell dummies himself, but a good tackle on him. Iro that time, ball and all. Johns linking with Lamb in the middle. Back on the inside is Ferner. Good low tackling by St Helens. Newton's got the ball away to Johns. This is a fifth tackle now. A couple of metres from the St Helens line. Ball out to Renew. Renew could be over for a second try. This could be a try for Renew. And it is a try. Right in our left-hand corner again. There's a few extras in the in-goal area. In comes Nicol to try and sort things out. But don't detract from the fact that Wigan have just got another sensational try in that corner. It looked like they run out of ideas. The ball got in the hands of Renew, but he's got his second for the game. that pass out was a missed tackle, and over goes Renew. Cassidy looks as if he's going to go himself. The long ball from Farrell. Renew ducks into the tackle and managed to get the ball down over the line, despite the attempted tackle from Iro and from Hall. And not ahead of approval from Big Frank. That's right, and the important thing is that Wigan don't fall asleep and continue this pressure on the St Helens outfit. We're all well aware of what St Helens can do. Like Ron said before, they don't know when to give up. And we saw that in action against London that time when they were 2 tries behind and came back with 2 Cunningham tries in the last dying minutes of the game. So Wigan cannot relax. It's important they don't. Got to keep this momentum going forward. What a hit that time! Long goes flying off Farrell. We heard the crunch from up here, and it's on the far side of the field. Lamb to Cassidy. Cassidy's broken through! He's not going to get round Welland, but he needs to get a quick play of the ball, spreading it to this right-hand side. Johns straightening up, keeping the ball alive to Lamb, then back to Cassidy, who started the move. 5th tackle now for Wigan, spotting a few gaps in the St Helens defence. There's the high bomb, but it's not gone anywhere from Lamb. Dallas has been taken out by Newlove. The ball's gone back to Wellens, who'll try and run his way around Newton. He does so, but he's not going to get round Cassidy. I just said that he stepped in.
Newlove just giving a little bit of cover to Sullivan. As Furley comes away with it. A cluster of Warriors round him. 1 converted try separates at the sides. It's Wigan that have the advantage. Sculthorpe just up short of the high halfway line. Yes. That's last one of this set of 6. Cunningham moves it to the right. Long runs it. Chips it off the inside with the boot, and it's a knock on! Yeah, it's knocked forward. And Saints have got to respond, haven't they? Head and feet at this scrum. 20 minutes of the game gone. Harvey Howard back into the Yonkers. 10 metres from the line. Sculthorpe moves it to the right. Long. Iro. Wigan defence holds up. Now the Saints are looking to spread it along the line. Stankovic turns in the tackle. Saints keep it alive. Good driving run. Wigan line up on their own try line. Cunningham. The ball was dabbed through. Wigan come up with it. The defence holds up.
It was important that Wigan held up the defence there, like you said, Ron. And they certainly did.
The substitution for the Wigan Warriors, replacing number 20, Harvey Howard, is number 12, Dennis Betts.
Betts is back on now for Harvey Howard. He's had a good 40 minutes. Harvey Howard into the last 20 now. Wigan still 18 points to 12 ahead of the Saints. Dennis Betts is going to try and make his way through the line. Good tackle back by Joint though. 5th tackle now for Wigan. Johnson with a little dab through. Not the best kick by Johnson. I think he got caught, but the defence doesn't have to move and stand the ground.
And at the tackle though, Wellens, the man tackled, and there must have been a little jiggery-pokery. It's Neil Cowie just leaning forward, and obviously you look at Cowie's face and butter wouldn't melt in his mouth, would it? But he's been penalised this time. Long with the yardage.
Substitution replacing number 12, Sonny Nicol is number 19, Tony Stewart.
Tony Stewart on for Nicol, 62 minutes gone. Saints are pressing. They need a try and a goal to level the scores. Saints move it to the right, Cunningham. Stankovic still driving. Held down 5 metres short. Once again, the Wigan defence. Oh, dear me. I'm going to say the Wigan defence going to be tested. And Cunningham attacked in half, and obviously looking where to put the ball and knocked it forward.
Well, he rarely comes up with any mistakes, Cunningham, but it's twice this game. The first one when he was taking that penalty, he took his eyes off it, and just then he saw there was a gap in the Wigan defence. I think his head was already over the line. Dennis Betts runs straight into the tackle of Cunningham. .40-20 attempt this time by Lamb. Don't think he's got the angle. Certainly turn Tony Stewart around.
Replacing number 9, Terry Newton, is number 21, Mark Smith.
And Mark Smith, the youngster's on for Terry Newton, making his first tackle, making his presence felt already in the game.
Yes, right into the action, Matt. On Saints substitute Tony Stewart, but it's Stankovic. Well taken. Smith again, right in at things. David Purley held on to it, was looking to put the ball out. Saints bring it on the short side. Chris Joint offers the dummy, has to take the tackle. Smith and Cowie. Cunningham, no problem this time. Sets Sculthorpe on his way, gives it long. Radlinski with a super try-saving tackle. Saints in the last tackle, can they spread it? Wellens dabs it through, looking for an awkward bounce. Hodgson gets it. Saints cover defence comes up.
Let off the hook there, not a particularly good kick by Wellens. I don't think he expected to be the man taking the kick. Wigan let off the hook once again. Now Dallas trying to break his way through the defence. There's Paul Johnson, he's going to have a hard job to stay in. Fill the play, does well. Ball's going to be spread to the left hand side. Lamb takes the run himself, a little step. Fifth tackle now. Johns wants the ball. Smith will be taking it himself. There's the kick over the head of Stewart, but he's going to be able to field this one easily. And having said that, it bounced kindly for him. Good tackle by Renouf though.
Yes, not a good chase there to that kick by Smith. Really, Matt. And Steve Hall comes across 30 metres away from his own line. Now it's Anthony Sullivan looking for that half gap. Sullivan again. Well, Matt held his head in his hands there. He thought Sullivan was away. Oh, interference by Wigan. I think it's head and feet to the Saints at the scrum, Matt. Oh no, it's giving Wigan. I thought Wigan had got a hand to it. The ball did travel forward, but there you go. The Saints tried to take it away. Head and feet. A mistake by the Saints again gives Wigan vital possession.
Well, it was the Wigan side coming up with the mistakes in the first half. St Helens now having their fair share of mistakes. Just showing how much the pressure's telling on this game so far, but I thought Sullivan was going to be through before. On comes West. St Helens. Yonkers goes back into the pack. West going onto the wing. Johns now trying to step around. Good tackle by Hall. Joints off. Will be a relief for the Wigan side. A big hit there on Cassidy. Betts driving into Iro. Stalemate now, coming up towards the last 10 minutes of the game. Still 18-12, the Warriors over the Saints. If only Farrell could have got that extra 2 points, would have put them 2 scores away. Here comes Johns. Fifth tackle now, Farrell. Long floated pass out to Hodgson. Hodgson's going to have his work cut out now, keeps it alive to Farrell. Farrell with the bomb over the top, inviting Dallas to chase it. Dallas balls come on, Radlinski's going to be over for a try! Right in the corner, Radlinski's second try. I think the referee will go to the video screen to see if there's any obstruction to to make sure the players are onside. But if all goes well, then Wigan will have another try in the corner. Radlinski with his second of the game. They both went up cleanly for the ball. I don't think you can give a penalty for that. It looked like Dallas, who was chasing the kick, and Sullivan both going for the ball, both with their eyes on it. The ball's gone loose. Radlinski stepped up on it. It's a decision now for the ref. Dallas was up in the air going for the ball, and whether the video ref deems that to be obstruction or interfering with Sullivan, I've got my fingers crossed that it'll be a Wigan try to Radlinski. And the try's given! Wigan over in that top right corner. Radlinski with his second try of the game. Vital points ahead now. They still don't count this St Helens side out. There's 10 minutes remaining. Wigan have got to make sure they have their wits about them. Great kick by Farrell from one side of the pitch straight to the other. I thought we were going to run out of ideas when Hodgson was given a flat pass, but he managed to keep the ball available.
Anything's possible, Saints. Just they never know when they're beat, like the Wigan used to be, a few years ago. And anything can happen. 10 points down, as you mentioned before. I think about Saints being 10 points down, 12 points down against the Broncos, and came back at the end. Anything can happen. Saints have made a few mistakes. So have the Warriors. Good game, no danger. Watch this space.
That's right, and the bigots are still continuing. Wigan have got to play clever football now. Going to keep on this ball, and that's not clever. It's the kind of mistake I was talking about. Penalties given, a high shot by Betts, and Wigan starting to throw it away. Hopefully they can keep on top of the game. Kick out by Long.
Cassidy made an error. Saints obviously have the possession. There was a little bit of jiggery-pokery at the play of the ball. More yardage for Saints, and now with a 10-point deficit, they certainly need to get 6. 10 metres out. The ball reaped out. Saints play it quickly. Sculthorpe drives it up within 5 metres. Wigan defence holds up. Once again, Sean Long, Wellens up in the half-back berth, obviously with Stewart at full-back. A revamped side for the Saints with the injuries. Stankovic puts it away to Long, along the line. Furley tramples over the Wigan defence. Centre field, right in front of the posts. The Wigan defence regroups. Long ball, Stewart, yes. Try for the Saints. The touch judge stands his ground. Dwayne West in for the 4-pointer. Saints recoup 4 points.
The try scorer for St Helens, number 21, Dwayne West.
Dwayne West, son of former Wigan favourite Graham West, in at the corner, in tight circumstances. Saints played it well.
And like I said before, the mistakes are going to count. Wigan had to play sensible football, but they came up with a mistake and then a penalty, giving Saints the option to get back into the game.
Anyway, Saints within 6 points of the Warriors, 22 points to 16. Stankovic. David Furley, funnel running. Cunningham, good tackling by the Warriors. Cassidy and Newton quickly in there, dispatching him to the earth. Only took a knock there, Cunningham. Limping a little. Sean Long driving it away. Chris Joynt, Newlove, good tackling. Well, I'm saying good tackling. Newlove breaks out of it. Last one of the sequence. Joynt Long along the line, Sculthorpe dabs it for the corner. Wigan have it.
Well, I won't be surprised if Wigan can get up into the Saints half, going for the one-pointer, give them that extra advantage over the Saints in case of the worst case scenario happening and St Helens going over again. It looks like Cunningham's still feeling that knock. Weston Matautieri getting warmed up on the side. Quite an introduction for Weston, isn't it? Comes on for a couple of minutes, scores a try, goes off again. Away goes Newton. Newton with a heavy drive. Joints all over him. Farrell now shows the dummy. So much more freedom Farrell's got on the field now. Fifth tackle. Not close enough for the one-pointer. Lamb will go for a kick to the corner. She's turning Stewart round. Not the best kick I've seen. And Stewart gets the possession quite easily.
Yes, and 6 minutes left to Matt. And they're going to be 6 pulsating minutes, aren't they? Yonkers is off and Matauti is on. Sullivan has the possession. Hurley over the halfway line into Wigan territory. Messing about it to play the ball. It's the captain that's been penalised. Long with a deep kick. 25 metres from the Wigan line. Saints trail by 6. Matauti the first man in. Looking to unload, he does. To Cunningham. Cunningham sees the line. He has a sniff. He drives for it. Saints want to quick play the ball. Matauti, the big Western Samoan. Yes, that's all on. That's a try. That is a try for Sculthorpe. Matauti unloaded. Sculthorpe hacked it on and he touched down. 5 minutes left. Saints are going to level it up. The 2 behind with the conversion to come. I think that's a try. Matauti unloads it. Sculthorpe hacks it on. And there we go. Nothing wrong with that at all. What's your view on that, Matt? Well, he's gobsmacked. He doesn't wish to comment. The try's given. Saints are going to level it. Sean Long will not miss this one.
Substituting for St Helens, replacing number 15, Tim Yonkers, number 16, Matauti.
Now we'll come into the drop goal situation, maybe. I thought Wigan might have tried to pop one over earlier on when they were down here. Long with the conversion, 22 points apiece. What a game. Wigan were out in front by 10. Saints have clawed their way back. 2 tries in the space of 4 minutes. Game on, and it's Saints to receive possession. $21,073 in this arena, and there'll all be tight bottoms on the seats as we come into the last 4 minutes. Sculthorpe, the try scorer. Saints again bringing it away. Stankovic. Wigan defence has got to be tight. They can't afford any slip-ups. Neither can the Saints if it comes to that. Good driving run. They must both respect the possession. Long, offering it, sees the gap into Wigan territory. Oh dearie me. Sean Long, adjudged to have thrown the first punch on Adrian Lamb. Penalty to Wigan.
But a silly mistake there by Long. Wanted to get a quick play of the ball. Long was getting up, and the first punch, well, wasn't really a punch done, more of a bit of pushing really. So Wigan does fast fancy his chances of going for the post. He's going to go from halfway if he can get this over. This will be a fantastic end to the game. There's only 2 minutes remaining if he takes his time. He wants to go for the kick. Referee stopped the clock now. It's a full 50 metres to the posts. He fancies his chances, does Farrell, showing how tight this game is. Just to the right of the posts. Have to listen to the scream from the crowd if this one goes over. Not much of a run-up for Farrell. There's the kick. He's not going to have the legs to the line. And St Helens are off the hook again.
Well, one of our Micron camera crew and editors, Steve, he's like a nettled hen up here. I think he's got itching powder in his kecks. 22 points apiece, 1.5 minutes left. Saints will run it. Matauti will drive it in. Wigan will defend. Wigan have the possession. Matauti tried to unload it. Can Wigan capitalise?
Well, that's what we wanted. Saints trying everything they could to keep the ball alive, offloading with a few forward drives and then go for the one-pointer. Smith cleverly running in front of the sticks. They want to go for the drop goal. Farrell's going to set himself for it. He stood right behind him. One more forward drive. Gets within 20 metres of the line. Farrell sets himself now. Here it comes, the one-pointer. There it goes. Has he got it? He's just missed it. And the ball's gone dead. St Helens live again. He had all the time to take that one-pointer and he missed it. Was that Wigan's final chance? There's 40 seconds remaining in the game.
Yes, Saints maybe with the last possession. Can they go the full length? Hall short of the halfway line. Furley loses his footing on halfway. Cunningham still driving. Cunningham. This will probably be the last play of the ball. 10 seconds and counting. David Furley. Last tackle. Will Saints go for a one-pointer? Yes! Stankovic tries it. It goes wide. That'll be the final hooter. There it goes. And what an end to a game, a draw. Wigan 22, Saints 22. Saints opened the scoring early on with a long try. He goaled it 6-0. Wigan came back with Radlinski. A great try after he followed up. 6 apiece. Battle with a penalty, 8-6. And then Iro with a try 7 minutes before the interval. 8 points to Wigan, 12 to the Saints at half time. But what a start to the second half, Matt, with Renouf running in 2 tries. And then Radlinski as well, adding another try. The conversion's going wide, and Wigan looked all on, didn't they, at 22-12?
That's right, it was theirs to throw away, and a couple of mistakes made by Wigan and St Helens. You can't give them an inch, they came straight back into it. A West try in the corner, followed by that Schoolthorpe try, making the scores 22-all. You couldn't probably ask for a fairer result of the reflection of this game. Both teams really up for it, and 22 points to the end. Both teams having a chance for a drop goal, but at the end run I think 22 points all is probably the best result, the fairest result for the game. Both teams playing the socks off, and I think it means Wigan stay at the top, so there you go.
Oh yeah, Wigan's still at the top, there's no danger about that. They've both sides have played out of the skin. It would be nice for obviously both sides to take the 2 points. Wigan's 100% record gone, but Saints have had the advantage last season over the Warriors. We start a new season. We're only in game 5 of a 28-match campaign, so a good result, 22 points apiece. Both sides having chances to take the spoils near the end, but that's how it ended. You've been with Micron, with Matt Fielding and Ron Hoof. Join us for the next game.